everyone. Welcome. Atma Vandan. Welcome to week 10 and last day of the practice, creating the world of true desire. The world that I live in is made with me and others. Often there are relationship issues, but they are because we do not know ourselves. We do not accept who we are. So friends, people, person, everybody, all the situation, they come to make us realize you are more beautiful than you can ever imagine. And this journey starts with when we are very little, when we first go to school. And then we see a different set of people around. And we try to fit ourselves there. And every single day, it is a different journey. We start creating me and others. We start losing our true self in every day with interactions with people. So there is a continuous struggle. Very rarely we find people who remind us of ourselves, who we are. And that changes a lot, everything in our life, one by one. We learn to express ourselves. We learn to accept ourselves. So people around us is just my inner reflection. How much I love myself, how much I care for myself, and how much I love myself, care for myself, I can give that to others. And we are in that journey this week. Take this time for yourself, to be yourself, enjoy the journey and the sweetness within you that Babaji is saying no one can take from you. You are everything and completely made in the image of God. And that little correction in our thinking will be a continuous ongoing process until we accept ourselves fully as we are. Because today, whatever we are, and tomorrow, whatever we will be, it will always be whole and it will always be something longing for something because the universe is continuously expanding. So there's no problem. We just need to understand what mind is, what conscious mind, what subconscious mind, what I am, what my thoughts are. And this understanding brings that clarity. Oh, everything is happening just the right. And I just have to be. Then we understand universe, we understand life, we trust life more. Then life becomes celebration every time, whatever it is, however it is. So welcome again, and we will continue the last day of our practice together with Jayaji today. So I welcome Jayaji with your beautiful insights and experiences we will learn from the chapter.
Thank you. It's been a beautiful day, actually, last few days, sitting and analyzing, sitting and sometimes I feel I've understood the chapter, but then again, the more you read it, the clearer it becomes. There's something more, there's something new that you understand every time. So we work on our character is there. The character is built from the thought. The thought becomes word, that becomes deed, that becomes habit, and then character, and then destiny. But when we go reverse, we realize that one thought can change my destiny. So being a child, being a teen, to listen to that, to hear that, made a complete difference. And it was always, I always wondered, how is that possible that one thought can change your entire destiny? And it lingered on. So as we did Unified, everything comes out clearer. So it was always, I would be, I had desire of something, but I had an opposite doubt or a fear that pushed the desire and didn't move anywhere, like the car. The car, when you want to push it in one direction and somebody else is pushing it in the other direction, it just remains there. There's no movement. So it's just the change of thought, the change of software, the reprogramming that we need to do, and everything goes, it comes into order. It becomes in sync with everything. Um, it is like somebody said that very often uh, when we have pain, we have irritation, we cry, we hurt ourselves, and then we surrender. So why not surrender before you enter the world, before you enter the situation? Like when you study before an exam and when you go to an exam unaware, it's so much of a difference. It becomes so much easier to understand. Uh, I had a very nice example I remembered. There was a man who had a violin and he was selling it for $5. It was a very old, rough looking violin. And somebody came, he looked at it, and then he took out a napkin from his bag. He cleaned it properly, and then he tuned it, and then he played it. So as he played it, so many people gathered and put money in front of the guy, and everyone was surprised. It was Beethoven. So it's like the master's touch on the violin. So we are living with unawareness. We are the rough, used violin. But the unified course has just brushed it off, cleaned it up, fine tuned it, and then there's music that flows in life. All it needed was the master's touch. Then I felt that very often life was black and white. Unified has added the color. Otherwise, it was, I don't like this color or I don't like that color. And now it's acceptance of every color as it is, which feels very nice. So, first in this chapter, we have learned that we unify in God qualities when we realize that we are the creator. So, every morning, it's like we have an empty slate. I can choose to draw on it, paint, scribble, crush the paper. It's my wish. Everything begins with my thought. So, the early morning thought that starts with gratitude, with cleaning and clearing the aura, with unifying with God qualities. So, as the day goes, there's a lot of expansion, there's a lot of clarity. So, first is unify with God qualities. Bring yourself back and watch your thoughts rather than getting mixed with the thoughts. The thought arises, it's my choice to get mixed with the thought. If I want, I can watch it like the child is playing. I can watch the child playing. So my lower self and my higher self are separate. My higher self is watching. The lower self is limited, the higher self is unlimited. Um, like when a baby is born, whatever the parent does for the baby goes with the flow. So go with the flow. Wherever there is resistance, just one thought, just change, just tune in to the right frequency of the radio and music will flow. We are here to claim and manifest our experiences as God wanted us to experience, as God visioned. So, when a parent earns for their children, and after he goes or she goes, the child has to go through so much suffering because of one mistake, because of one thought. It's so painful. So God created us, God created the universe, and He said, I'm giving you so many things to enjoy. Can you believe it? You must be so happy because you are a flower in full bloom. Everything is so beautiful. It's like I've created heaven for you. And we come here and complain and compare and become unhappy for the smallest things in life without realizing that there is such a better, bigger picture. So once we realize we are the creator, we will learn a simple formula to manifest the world that I want to see, that I desire in truth. And the first thing is self acceptance. Once we learn to accept ourselves, everything else just walks into our life. So, first they said, what are God qualities? So, when you look up at the sun, I feel God is brighter than the sun. God is cooler than the moon. God is shiny like the stars. God is fresh like the air. God is endless like the sky. God is warm like fire. God is kind like Mother Earth. God is cool like water. And the second part is I. So the God qualities are in me. It's so difficult to understand at times that the entire universe is in me and out of me, like the fish in water. When the little fish asks the parent, where is water? The mother couldn't explain. You're inside, outside, up, down, everywhere there is water. There's nothing else but water. So we are looking, where is God? Where is higher self? Where is? But the thing is, you are submerged in it. You are enveloped in universe's love, in nature's love. Then the third one is claim and accept. So when you create a desire, remember that it has to be in the present tense and it has to be specific. You can't imagine something that is out of reach. If it's too far, it's difficult for it to come, I feel. And if it is specific, it's quicker, it's faster, and you have to feel that it's already there. So I had mentioned to someone, I can't be more grateful than I am. And she told me, what do you mean you can't be more grateful? That means you're limiting yourself. And for a moment, I thought, yes, I am so grateful is so much better than I can't be more grateful. Or like somebody told me that I always tell God, just give me enough. Don't give me too much because I will be proud. And since the past 7, 8 years, she was struggling to make every month's expenses because she said, God, give me just enough. So when she removed the just enough, then abundance started flowing. So at times we feel man proposes, God disposes. But actually, God proposes, man disposes. हम बीच में आ जाते हैं. We come in the middle of the universe giving us. The universe says, I'll just throw things at you. You're in full of abundance. But we have that limited belief that we have blocked ourselves with doubt, with fear, with pain, that has blocked our abundance. And then I remembered that story when a little child said that I want an aeroplane. And he prayed for a week, and he said, aeroplane is, I mean, I can't see anything that is, I'm going to get an aeroplane. So let me try. Okay, I want a car. So again, he prayed for a week. He said, I don't see the car. And then he said, okay, let me pray for a bike. Then again, he prayed for a week. There was no bike. Then he said, okay, at least let me get a bicycle. And after one day, he got a bicycle. It was his birthday. He said, see, why did I think so far? So the thing he didn't realize is the universe was sending it to him. The aeroplane was on the way, and then it had to go back. And then the car was on the way, and then it had to go back. Because of the fear, because of the doubt, because of the belief. So all you have to do is stick to the claim. It is there with me right here, right now. Then the fourth is to check the thoughts that have blockages. So as we sit for our quiet practice, ask the higher self to feed you, to give you the knowledge of the blockage. What is causing the barrier? What is causing the disturbance? It's very interesting to understand that we are not wrong, we are all different. In my eyes, somebody is wrong. But if they were wrong, they wouldn't be doing that thing. They thought they were right. That's why they're doing it. So when you become the observer and watch what each person is doing on their journey, it becomes very easy. Otherwise, life was very difficult. I felt responsible for everyone. Life felt like a tragedy. Now it feels like a play. You're watching it. चल रहा है सब चल रहा है सब अच्छा ही चल रहा है. So when you see life with through a child's eyes, a 2-year-old, you take out anything and they twinkle. They're like shining, sparkling. Wow. Uh, that's all you need to, like, if I give, my nephew comes home once in a while. Uh, I told him, you want a balloon? Yes, I want a balloon. I can play with the balloon. And he spends 1.5 hours playing with the balloon. That's actually what we are. The light-hearted, the happy soul. All you need to do is be in the moment, and everything works out. It's when we get mixed up that pura atta mix ho the dough gets mixed with all the extras that disturbs our thinking, that creates the barriers. Then it is I heal and release the thought about about whatever you have inside. It could be comparison, it could be doubt, it could be fear. Different times of the day, different days. Every time it's we are evolving, we are changing, we are in different states of mind. It's okay. So every time we sit with our higher self, just analyze what went wrong, how can we change it, and come back to our nature. Uh, in the wedding also, when we have, they always have a sheet where the girl is on one side and the boy is on one side. And then they remove the sheet, it goes down. So the barrier goes down and then they can get married. So when the barrier goes down, then you can see, oh, happiness is my nature. Oh, joy is my nature. That is who I am. That is what I am. There was one very nice example that uh, 3 children had come to learn piano. So one child said, I have learned for 1 year. The other one said, I have learned for 1 month. And the third one said, I am new. So the one who is new, he said, I will charge you $100. And the one that has learned for 1 month, I will charge you $500. And the one who has learned for 1 year, I will charge you $1,000. So they said, but why? I have learned for 1 year. he said, yeah, it'll take me so much time to make you unlearn first whatever you have learned. So here, when you come with a clean slate, leave all your past, your beliefs behind, and open your bucket, open your jholi, and whatever is said, just drink it. Drink the nectar, and slowly, slowly, like the camel chews the cud, whatever he has eaten, it chews it for several weeks. So as we chew it, then you can feel the taste. The other thing is also, there was a lady who was in the village, and there was a big uh, truck of utensils that had come, pots and pans. And suddenly she fainted. So everyone was wondering what happened. Why did that? So one small child thought that, oh, she saw that utensils. She must have thought, I have to clean all those. How am I going to manage? So she fainted. So he went and told her in the ear, wo jal gaya. It got burned. The truck got burned. So she opened her eyes. She said, what? Yeah. So it's one thought. One thought can destroy your day. One thought can make your life so beautiful. So here we have the thoughts are healed, then they are released, and then they are replaced. So when you realize the thoughts that need release, that have interfered with my claim, then there is alignment, then there is in tune with everything. The fifth one was forgiveness. And now, for the longest time, I thought I'm being the bigger person because I'm forgiving somebody who has wronged me. And when I realized that there is nothing to forgive, there is no one to forgive, because I hired them to play a role in my life. I wanted them to play this role, and they played it so beautiful. They need an award. Because of them, I learned my lesson. Because of them, I had to go through that journey. Because of them, I learned what I had to. So now my heart is in a state of forgiveness, because there is nothing to forgive. When life is for giving love, it's so different. I felt the burden of carrying the weight that that person has hurt me, but I'm going to forgive that person. I'm going to try to let them go, without realizing that I told them to play that role. So when I am the creator and I am the director and I am the script writer, I can change my script. It's very simple. I don't like this actor, change it. I don't like this scene, change it. Then it is give thanks. So thanks is a magical word that opens doors for everything. And when we thank God for our self-acceptance, is we appreciate what we already have. We appreciate the way we are. And the seventh is Amen. Amen is so be it. Tathastu. So once we have claimed it, we have released it, it is at our doorstep. And so often I wondered as a child, we would discuss something, my mom would say something, and it would be in front of us without uh it, this one time she thought that how am I going to manage? There is very little funds for the next 3 4 days of the month. And she was like, yeah, anyway, universe will arrange it. And there the doorbell rings and somebody brings a check 4 days before the month ends. And I'm like I said, before you thought about it, it's already coming towards the house. That is the magic of being in tune with the universe. Before you think about it, it's already there. So I release this claim to God and the entire creation. My claim is now created. Once it's created, it's in front of you. It's your nature, it's your inheritance, it's there with you. So just remove the barrier and watch the energy flow. Repeat it, practice it till it becomes your second nature. Devote your quiet periods to watch whichever thought is disturbing. And it's not difficult. There is one thought, you change it. There is another thought, you change it. So, like when we have one vessel, we wash it, it doesn't fill up the sink. But when we have utensils and vessels that we accumulate for 10 days and then we wash it, then it becomes very difficult for us. So every time one barrier comes, remove it. And then your path is clear again. You have your higher self guidance all the time. This week is to have fun creating the formulas, first with self acceptance. There's no one like me, and I'm unique, I'm whole, I'm complete, I am everything that God wants me to be. And that's the end.
Thank you. Thank you. You have explained the creating formula very, very clearly. And this being the third day, I think most of our participants are familiar now with the formula. It's very important that everyone becomes familiar with the formula so that we can apply this knowing in upcoming chapters. We will be using it again and again. So much so that you will start using it in your day-to-day life for everything you do. Okay? To that extent, you should be able to use this formula. Become very comfortable with it. And the only way you can become comfortable with it is by practice. So practice is the most important thing you will need to do to use this tool. This is a tool. You are learning a new tool. Um, and the focus this week primarily is on self-acceptance. We are using the formula. So this is basically practical application of the formula for a purpose. And the purpose this week is self-acceptance. Self-acceptance, as described in the chapter, is the end product of our journey through life. This journey could be several lifetimes. The end product is self-acceptance. So, in order to achieve that self-acceptance, this formula will at least initiate the process for all of us. And depending on our individual situation, we will start seeing the results of it at different points in our life as we are ready. Think of it just like you've ordered an airplane, right? Manufacturing has started, but they are continuously sending you emails. Well, where do you want the plane to be landing? Where is your airport? Where is the shed where you are going to park it? All that preparation takes time. And so our self-acceptance needs work at our end as well. We have to do some things. We have to become more aware, more diligent about accepting the self-acceptance, right? Receiving it. We have to receive ultimately. It will be delivered. There's no doubt about it. But are you ready for it? And that readiness is causing Lot of upheaval in everyone's mind right now. Don't worry about it. Be patient. Allow it to go deep within. Accepting the self takes a long time. Why? Because we have created this, the non-acceptance over so many years. So it can't happen in one day. That part this week is our focus, right? So it's doing two things for us. We are achieving a very important aspect of our existence and also becoming familiar with the tool so we can keep using it in the days to come, right? For various specific purposes. In every chapter, we will be using the tool again and again over the next few chapters so that we can achieve specific outcomes from there. The deeper side of it, how does this really work? Just saying one sentence, can this make things happen? Some of you, or probably many of you, may have this question but not asking. How can it be possible? Like, if it was this easy, why isn't everybody doing it? Isn't it? Why is everybody not doing this? Our scriptures have so many um, formulas and knowledge, and so many things are there, but everybody is not able to achieve that because it requires our participation. This formula is very scientific. It is, we all now know that my thoughts create my reality. There should be no doubt in anybody's mind on that, right? When I think of something, it becomes real in my life, but the timing can change, can be different, may not happen instantly because my airport is not ready. When my airport will be ready, my airplane is going to land. That is what makes the difference, right? So understand this thing, that the formula is very scientific. If you go through the 7 elements of the formula, they are made from psychological point of view. How do you reprogram your subconscious? That's what the purpose is. We are reprogramming the subconscious. Why do we need to do that? Because subconscious and conscious have to align to achieve an outcome. All my thoughts will not materialize. Remember this thing. In a day, you get 68 to 72,000 thoughts. If all of them materialized, you will have no place in your house for you to stand there. Right? There will be chaos. So not all the thoughts materialize. Not all of them will manifest. Why? Because most of the thoughts that you have are not aligned with your subconscious. But such of those which are aligned with your subconscious will manifest. And subconscious stores our wisdom and conditioning. Two things. And that conditioning part of it needs to be reconditioned so that we can achieve our true desires. So that is the part this formula helps us with. It is only helping us to reprogram the subconscious by removing whatever is obstructing our true desires, manifestation. Right? So why manifestation is not happening? Because there is a conflict between conscious and subconscious. They are not aligned. Nothing will come. Right? That is what is happening. So this formula part, first thing in the formula, first and second part, is opening the subconscious. It is normally closed. So God and I brings us to that frequency where the subconscious opens. If you practice it properly, that's what is the purpose. So step 1 and 2, open up your subconscious for receiving. That's where you claim. You put the claim in the subconscious first thing. This is what I want happening. And then subconscious throws up all information which is not letting that happen. So then you go into correcting the thoughts. Okay, what are the thoughts which are obstructing? Why my subconscious is not accepting this? That is the part which is part 3 and 4. So in 3 we claim, and in part 4 we remove the obstacles in the subconscious, right? In that state, this is the purpose of doing the formula. You reach a state where subconscious is open, then you work in the subconscious right there. So you remove the barriers to your manifestation. And those barriers are removed in part 4. Then, after the part 4, you have removed everything. What is left with you? Your claim. That's all that is left there in your subconscious. Now, your claim can be stationed there. That's when you get into the state of forgiveness. State of forgiveness is basically end of obstacles. You are kind of releasing the obstacles which are there in your subconscious. Just releasing that. That's the forgiveness. And then in part 6, you seal the envelope now. Okay. You are basically closing the subconscious with complete assurance that yes, everything is done. I'm grateful. That is the thanks part of it. And then at the end of it, you release it to the universe. I am out of the way now. You take care of it. Whatever the laws of nature permit, I will accept it. That's how you have let your subconscious become aligned with your conscious desire. This is the total mechanics of this formula. If you have understood this much, then you can manifest anything.
I just felt where I ended, that's where Pooja Jayaji started, and you are like zooming into how things work, understand it. So then it will be easier. And it becomes very natural. Initially, it feels okay, what it is, few big words together. But when you come and feel this, it just becomes natural. Okay, I am coming in the state of love, stepping into that, and um, my house is beautiful now. What I want to add, how I want to expand, how what I can feel different, what I can do different, and that's where the claim part comes, and it's different. This year something else, and next year something else. 6 months down the line, something else. But we are learning not only the formula, also the what is self-acceptance, and that is through our experience. So understanding the self part, understanding the acceptance part, and what I'm doing that. So as I ended with, like since childhood we start doing this and we struggle, we learn. That's where Jayaji started, like one thought, it creates a habit and then a character. And then she started so beautifully and with so many examples. So to make it easy, and these God qualities is what in and out. It's there in us, God and I, but I don't see it. I start seeing it, then I start claiming what is there for God to experience. And then who is giving is also who we are saying thanks to. So who is asking, who is giving also? So there is only Amen. So it's only the states that we enter into and we work with the claim. And if there is no blocking thought, the claim is in front of us. It can be instant. It can take 10 days, a month. We don't know. So this is so nice.
So, so at the end, when you say Amen, you know what the universe says? It says, I am in.
Wow.
Eh, That is the agreement. So, without delaying Jayaji, I will request her to walk us through the process of doing the creating formula, right? That our exercise this week is learning to do the formula, right? So we'll go through that together with Jayaji today. Thank you, Jayaji. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Jayaji.
If you need to add something to it, you can do as well.
Yeah. No, there are so many things that come out. So slowly, one by one. So, okay, let's sit. If you want to drink some water, please go ahead. Keep your pen and book near you. In case anytime during the quiet practice you need to write down, have it by your side. Remove your watch, your glasses, whatever is there, and let's focus. Let's dive deep inside. Take a deep breath and release. Another deep breath and feel the expansion as you release peace into the atmosphere. I am here to create the world I desire, to manifest my experience. Feel the energy deep inside your heart. Your heart is full of love, inside and outside, above you, below you, around. Take another deep breath. I am whole. I am healed. I am complete. To all uninvited influences, in my aura, I send love and light. You are all whole, healed. You were created of love and light. You are love and light. You each have a perfect place to go where there is no pain and there is no fear. I request my beautiful listener to take you there. Each of you will be free. You are free, free, I close my aura to accept my eyes. I set love and light all thought forms around. Now the journey begins. Today I realize I am the creator, the writer, director, and the lead actor of my play. I thank each and everyone coming to play a role. I am here to manifest my experiences, see my creation become reality. I have the power to change. I have the power to create. I have the power to manifest. I'm here to create the experiences God envisioned for me, for His creation. I am in alignment with truth and perfection. I accept myself as I am. A perfect God has created everything perfect. We are all whole, good, and complete. Puran, complete in every aspect. Today, we create the formula for manifestation. God and I live and accept thoughts with forgiveness and thanks. God is brighter than the sun, warmer than the fire, more loving than Mother Earth. God is cool like water, broad like the mountains, fresh like air, empty like space, infinite like the sky. I am made in the image of God, like God. I am brighter, infinite like the sky, love like mother, warmer like the fire, cool like water, empty like space. I am God's creation, made in His image, like you. Claim your true desire in the present tense, right here, right now. As you claim your inheritance, it belongs to you. It is yours. It is achievable. It is receivable without any doubt, any fear. I claim my self-acceptance. I accept myself just as I am. Let's remove all the blockages, all the barriers that we have been carrying on our head, in our heart. No fear, doubt, no anger, comparison, and past beliefs. We understand now everyone has a journey. Everyone has sorrow. Become the observer. Watch the anger rise. Watch the doubt rise. Fall back to the ocean. Watch the wave of doubt and let it go. Was a wave and released it into the ocean. I heal and release the thought about this feeling, situation, person. It's over. It's gone. My path is clear. I am the observer. Now we forgive. What is there to forgive? Life is for giving love. Love to every cell of my being. Love everything lives around. From a state of doing to a state of being. Love flows through me. is in me, around me. Love surrounds me. I enveloped in love, in God's creation. Now, thank the entire universe, the Creator. Thank myself. We give thanks, sense of contentment, expansion, connection. Thank you. Thank you. Little speaker. Doors to infinity. Gratitude brightens my vision. Gratitude deepens my joy and brings more and more to my life. Amen. So be it. I am in. Once we claim it, release it, and watch it manifest in front of you, right here, right now. What I want is already mine. I enjoy every part of my creation. I lovingly receive and nourish the life I was meant to receive. Everything and everyone is for my use. With love and forgiveness and thanks. Amen. I release this claim to the entire creation. I am everywhere. I am free. I am beautiful. I am perfect, whole, and complete. I am worthy of all the things the universe wants to give. I am worthy of everything. I claim and accept my perfection, as God has made me perfect. Everything is moving wrong with me. I'll flow and openness in my I am now. I care for myself and others with the same love. I accept myself and others as they God and I aim and accept thoughts on my self-acceptance with forgiveness and thanks. Amen. Just like me, everyone is learning self-acceptance. Everyone is on journey. Creation is not receiving something new, removing the barriers, removing the blocks. God created me as perfect, was perfect, is perfect, will always be perfect. Self-acceptance, simply saying yes to what God has created. Just go with the flow. Open your arms wide. Universe is there for you. Tune in the right frequency. To your life. And your constant companion by yourself this week. Create all the magic formulas to live the best life that God wanted us to live. Thank you for existing. Thank you, universe. Thank you, children. Thank you, everyone who has shown me the way. Thank you to my being working harmoniously, clearing the path, removing the barrier, brightening my close my aura. All except my higher self. I step out of the light to all thought forms around me. Now come back. Feel the energy around you. Vibration, power. I am here now. I am used. I am not hands or the leg. I am not the brain, not the face. I am the one watching and closing. The breath comes out. The body moves. The hands move. I am the observer. That is my true nature. Open your arms, below your eyes. 5, 4, 3, your eyes, complete attention, moving through your day, eating, write down what you feel. Stay in this being, state of silence for a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Jayaji. The volume was less. We could hardly hear you, but there were in between the words we were catching. And it was so nice and beautiful. And seeing you, I was enjoying more. And as anyone else guides, I just make notes. So I enjoyed writing and watching you and the music and how this morning has arrived finally from 5 a.m. to 6:10. It's a beautiful transition outside with clouds, and now the sunlight is coming. So it's like a new morning and um, a beautiful state to be at. So we think we have to change, but the true self-acceptance is just accept what you are. Everything is perfect. So I claim and accept my true acceptance means I claim and accept I am perfect. That's the correcting thought. And this is where our creating formula is. I'm just the perfect. Everything is happening and I'm letting it go. Letting it happen. And when I used to think before that if I don't, if I don't, um, how the change will happen if I say I'm already perfect. That's where my confusion were before. But with my experience, I just saw that things just happen. You keep aligning, you keep claiming your perfection, and every time a new beginning starts from you. The one who is sitting in the middle, saying no to what God is giving, is now no more there, is now at full potential. So as you are in that ocean, you can choose to be at the bottom and do nothing. Don't move. Just stay still, enjoy the beauty. It's more beautiful there. But sometimes if you feel like watching the sunlight, you come up. Then the current and waves touches you and you come to the seashore. But nothing else happens. You go back in there. You meet some other creatures, meet some new people. You enjoy the sunshine, the warmth, the coolness, how it is there. And that's where the change happens. Embracing more of light, expressing, feeling that freedom to express, feeling that freedom that, no matter where I am at the core or the bottom or at the surface, I'm the same. That nature of water will not change wherever you are. So that purity and that trust, just let us flow then. And once we understand that, what am I? Then the true experience of self comes. It's not myself, yourself, ourself. It's the self from one whole and in many fragments. And it's the same. Half of the life we spend thinking, we don't realize what I'm here to learn. We don't realize what I have already mastered. We take time to learn from the life, how it works, where it doesn't work. What I need to learn is people connection is my weak area. How I see my finances is my weak area. Or my expression to this life. Or how I receive my health. So in these 4 areas, we keep moving throughout the life. And then we understand, okay, So this is how I behave. People around me will remind me, you are not remembering yourself. You're living somebody else's life or just copying, not going deep. And then we start finding. So half of the life is in that mode, and then there is a pause, and then the search begins. And then we start to learn from the life. We start to figure out things by our own. And that is where the beautiful journey starts. Then it takes us from one door to another, door to door. You just try to see what is within you, not outside the door, but inside you. That's the beauty of universe that is listening to us, to our heart, to our question. And then the answer comes. All the answer comes, not one or two. How silly it is, how big it is, how difficult it is, every answer. So when I listen, when I hear Jayaji, they're filled with beautiful examples of like living experiences. And that makes things easier when, one can do it. Why not? It's just an opening. It's just expansion of my mind. And that's why people are here. That one God's mind is so huge, I cannot comprehend. One or the other person come in my life and they tell me, did you see this way? Did you think this way? So what is not seen in me has been shown by others, by their viewpoint. But are we open to see that? So truly this chapter is to anchor, find an anchoring point where you are at this moment, now. Just feel it truly, feel it in your heart, what God wants to live through you. Let all your fears go down. Let all your worries and past experience of failures or any threat, it might come from the spiritual understanding so far that desires are not good, or oh, do I know better than God? How do I trust my higher self? Is it my mind making stuff, or is it really my higher self? These questions can arise, and there could be more. But the question on the higher self, that is what we are trying to work upon. Trust it fully so that, we differentiate that voice of higher self and the lower self. And, we are in that society where people will keep reminding the lower self because that's where they're living. They don't know the higher self existence. But since we know, we have to stand there. And with this practice, just do not worry how much I have mastered, how much I have learned, just that connection with my higher self is the ultimate thing that I will take. And that connection strengthens every time we reach out to it, every time we are open to hear, every time anything goes wrong in my life and I say, there's something to learn from it. My dear higher self, please tell me, what am I doing here? And that personal connection, it is a gift to life. So first time unified is just like learning about the higher self, that what we have built for so many years has to shed. We have to think differently. And when we think differently, there is a lot of physiological changes happen. New neurons, they come alive. They come to life. They are nurtured. They are connected, and then they start working. Till yesterday, when I was comparing, I was thinking I am less. But now when I compare, I just see the variety. And that's why I got this conscious mind. I got this body. I got this subconscious mind. I got this desire. everything to put it together. And I, at my truth, sitting behind, creating, playing like a magic wand, just like a Play-Doh. You have it in your hand and you see every 2 minutes the shape is changing. You are making something out of it. And it is so much fun to play with. That experience of touching the Play-Doh and seeing that color, that what is coming out of me at this moment. That's how playful the life is. That's what Jayaji mentioned. Just becomes a play. So thank you again. And it was a beautiful experience for me as I was writing these thoughts. They came and I shared with you.
How did
Yesterday,
you feel, Jayaji?
no,
She was in another level.
no, I
I
got
thought
up
I should
today.
say unmute and say, Jayaji, I can't hear you. But then I saw her, and then, oh no, this is
I
amazing.
I saw in the chat, I said, in case somebody cannot hear, they will write something in the chat. I will see it. So that's what I was expecting. Then I saw there's nothing on the chat, so everything should be clear. Because
So
when Monali has the session in Hong Kong, either they say it or they write it on the chat. So it's noticeable then. Yeah.
I thought you won't see. You are into
Uh,
yourself, so that's why I didn't write.
yeah.
Then today I
Still,
got up at 4 in the morning and I was just sitting by the kitchen where I can see the sun. And it's like the entire universe is sleeping at that time. There's absolute silence. And then slowly, like you said, then there's slight brightness in the sky. Then it becomes, and around 5:15, the birds start singing in the area. So one comes and then the other one, and then they're flying around here and there. It's and at that time I thought, okay, now I have this session. I said, let me just write down what I want to. It's a very beautiful, peaceful feeling. All this was there. We just didn't realize it was there. Uh, Yesterday during the session, I just remembered the sculptor takes a big piece of rock and then uses the chisel and breaks down the rock to make a statue or an idol. So he doesn't add anything to it. It was already there. So we are already there. It's just a little bit of takatuki that needs to be done to realize our perfection, our nature, our who we actually are.
Correct. That is the shedding part. We have to shed, right? And in our case, there is no sculptor around us. We have to do it. That's our own job. The task is still, responsibility is still with us, right? So yes, a beautiful understanding. The experience that you just described, that early morning experience, um, if you continue to repeat that experience, you will actually find something very strange there, which usually people don't understand. People just talk about Brahma Muhurt, they don't know why. Some guesswork is there. People are saying, oh, early in the morning, um, the masters are there available ready to feed you, whatever, all kinds of guesses people are making, but the real thing that happens in Brahma Muhurt is something different. That experience, when you see from darkness to light slowly coming out, right, that transition from darkness to light fills you with awe. Wow, that that moment of awe is where you are fully present. That is the experience of your true nature. And that experience tells you who you are, actually. So if you continue to experience it, right, not engage into any mantra jap or none of that in the morning. Just sit and be with nature. Watch. If you have the luxury to be able to see that, experience that, you will know. That is the origin of Surya Namaskar. That ritual came from this. People haven't understood it, they simply go and do this. They haven't understood it. The real purpose is connection. You are actually connecting at that time. Just because of that experience of purity of nature. So, know this. These are some very important experiences you go through naturally, but not recognize. And you must have experienced the wow. And that wow is the moment. That is the moment. So, I remember I used to do it naturally. I didn't know all this thing. I used to do it naturally. I in younger times when I was in university at that time, I was fortunate to live in a huge house where there was a lot of fields around the house where um, nature was plentiful. And all the family in that house was a late riser. Nobody woke up before 10 o'clock, right? So, and I used to wake up at 4 because my study time was morning. I always studied 4 to 6 in the morning. So in between 4 and 6, I used to just get up from my chair and walk out in the field and witness this. And it was so addictive that I couldn't prevent doing this in between. Like, I would just go pluck some tomatoes and wash them there. We had a little bore well there, so wash them and just start eating right there in the field, and be in that nature fully immersed. That those are experiences that you have, and they stay with you. Even right now, as I'm talking, I am feeling it. That is the beauty. So this is how we are connected uh, through invisible connections with nature. We are one actually. This is when you get to know, oh, I am one. This is me, right? Those are the experiences that bring us into who we are. Our true understanding of self, that comes from those. So yeah, anyone who can, please go ahead and do these experiences, right? You can always, of course, use that time to meditate and do all your rituals, but the true essence, the benefit will come only from connecting with nature.
Now we know meditation with open eyes. Just be in your heart and be one with the nature. That's the most beautiful experience.
Yes.
As I get to see it every morning, every single day,
Mm.
from that dark, I have a tree in front of me that is swaying like this, and the sky, sometimes there are clouds, sometimes dark, and then how the sunlight comes, the sun is right there on the east, so it is arising, and that little the transition that is happening is so pretty, so beautiful, that fills the heart. That morning is done. Okay, one thing is done. I'm happy, content. What
Uh,
The
my mom
that
said that
Yeah.
is the nature's how
nature's
they use it, dimmer.
dimmer.
When you have the light switch, that's
Uh,
how the dimmer came into existence because
uh,
they saw how God brightens the dimmer.
uh, uh, yes. So the important thing that is happening at that time in reality, which you can repeat throughout the day also, is that your tan and man, your body and mind, are together. Rest of the day, notice this: mind and body are not together. You are somewhere, your mind is somewhere else. When you are able to bring your mind to where your body is, you are in the present moment. really speaking. That's the meaning of present moment. Right? So body and mind together is when you can actually perceive the truth. Otherwise, you will always be in fantasy, in illusion, right? When these are together is only when you are out of the illusion. And when you are out of the illusion, there is only truth. That is the meaning of being in the present. So your tan and man, if they are together, body and mind are together, you are in the present, and that is meditation. That is the ultimate meaning of meditation. The purpose of meditation is to stay in present. That's it. Nothing else. It doesn't do any magic. It just makes us come to the present. And that you can experience by being conscious, being aware that, oh, my mind is not here. Where am I? I need to be here, right? Come back. And that's it. When you practice this way, coming back to where your body is, this is the way in which you can stay in the present. Okay, let's hear Asha ji. After a long time, she's here. She wants to say something. And then I will
Shailaji
talk
wanted
more
to say
about
something.
some more things. Yeah. Yeah. Yes,
Shreya
yeah,
ji
ji.
was
Thank
saying
you. Thank you so much, Shailesh ji, Preeti ji, Jaya ji. And
Thank you.
all this group this time around is something else. Amazing, amazing. I go through the YouTube and I go through the notes. I make copies of Ajay Naik's all his notes. I copy it into my notes so I can read it again and again, bringing so many things together. It's amazing. But today, yeah, we couldn't hear your voice completely, but whatever words came in, they transformed so much within me. And when Preeti ji talked about the sun rising and the clouds disappearing, and that's what it is. We need to remove that barrier, and the barrier were the clouds, the thoughts that come like clouds. And you are the sky. So acceptance of the sky as yourself. And then you had talked about the waves, I think. And waves are our thought. But, like Preeti ji said, water is who we are,
Uh,
self. So every element is telling us again and again, smoke are our thoughts, but fire is the self. And wind, you feel the wind, sometimes it's too much, your hair is all over. But air is that self. And the landscape, you see the desert, the water, the ocean, the icicles, everything. And that is again our thoughts. But the earth, the whole thing is the self. And in the end, we say amen and give it to nature. Why? Because nature is nothing but self acceptance. Nature accepts itself so beautifully throughout. And that's why when we give it to nature, when we give it to universe, it says, okay, you are here. Let me take you with me. And you'll experience your highest beautiful thoughts or beautiful whatever it is that you're creating. Because that is who you are. That is who everything is. And then you talked about that awe moment. And that itself is self-acceptance, tattvamasi. You are in that moment of truth where there is no two. There is that oneness, and that there is that only that. And that is what in meditation we get glimpses of it. That is what through nature we can constantly with awareness get it. And so, I mean, it was a beautiful bringing together of lot of things
mm.
in one session. So thank you so much again. I just couldn't keep myself quiet.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing.
that
So,
happens to me all the time, Asha ji. I can't keep myself quiet after listening something. Something opens from within. So
Yes.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Jayaji,
Mithula,
you
nothing
wanted to
but
add something?
You said when the tan man are together, when
Mm.
it's ekagarta. So when we are aware, nothing can affect us. When we are unaware, then doubt comes, then fear comes, then when we allow it to enter is when once you're aware, everything just fizzles. So every time we are in the moment, when we are in the being, there is nothing to analyze, there is nothing to, there is no disturbance, there is only clarity. It's when we are unaware, we get caught into the mess.
Good. Perfect. So,
That's the journey from ignorance, from dark to light to awareness. That's the journey. Because without awareness, we can't see anything, you know, it's like sleeping bodies. With open eyes, we are asleep.
so, so let me answer one unasked question, which most of you will have already. When we affirm that I am perfect, how can that be? How is it possible? I am not perfect. This question will come. How can I be perfect? The book keeps on saying God is perfect, so I am perfect. How can I be? I have this problem, that problem, that problem. There's a big list of things that I am deficient. Spend some time with yourself on just this very thing. What I think makes me not perfect. My thought. Not other people. My thoughts that prevent me from accepting my own perfection. Sit down and write and make a list first. No analysis, just make a list. And when you see the list, later on, sit and then look at every line that you have written there and ask this question, where did this come from? What is the basis? And you will find that all of it was your conditioning. There is no definition of perfect. You made the definitions based on how you were groomed and stored the definitions in your subconscious. And they are driving you now. Actually, they are driving you nuts. Because you keep on thinking, well, oh, I have this problem, this problem. And that problem definition is not yours. So, to know your true self, you have to shed those imperfection definitions. Then you will know, okay, I am perfect as I am. So, my perfection is just very private to me. It has nothing to do with anybody. There is no other Shailesh the way he is meant to be. And that meant to be should not be enveloped by what other people think he should be. So shoulds need to be dropped. None of the shoulds is acceptable to me. Because that's what will give me the opportunity to become who I am. So deconditioning is a primary requirement. That's what I want to explain. And think about this whole thing. To help yourself, make a note. Okay? My definition of being perfect. You will laugh at it later on. Trust me on that. When you begin to figure it out, you will laugh.
Actually, when
So,
we note of this self-acceptance, that's what we write.
mm,
We write how, in what ways I don't accept myself. And that's where I lose my perfection. But if we see the story altogether, when there is me who don't look good, or height is not good, or something, the body structure not good, or something not good, that is one part of me that somebody told me sometime long back. And then there's another part of me where, me and others, I don't accept myself there. Why did I do this? And we see most of the time we find ourselves controlling or going in guilt or ignoring, not paying attention, then we start thinking, oh, I did this. And then we think, okay, I am, less. I didn't do the right thing because the act of God was missing, love was missing. But then we didn't understand the whole story of we creating our reality, playing parts in each other's role. And then if that playing part in others' role, other story, if we keep doing the same way, the story will never end. We put the law of karma there to make to make ourselves understand. But the only way the story will end when I realize my truth, when I accept who am I. In that perfection, God speaks, that love flows, that acceptance comes, that stillness comes. And then the next chapter starts. Who starts the chapter? My perfection, my yes to myself, and where nature starts to act. Go further ahead. You are done here. You were missing the truth in this moment, and now you have got it. That lesson is over. Take this project now. Unfold yourself a little bit more. That transition happens.
So this alignment of body and mind, when it becomes permanent, that is your state of yoga. So in Gita, the 3 types of yoga discussed there, my understanding of that, I am now sharing with you. So when you say karma yoga, what does it mean? To me, means by engaging in what I do, my deeds, by engaging in them, I can reach a state of yoga, mind and body together, synchronized, aligned, by engaging deeply with my actions. To me, that is karma yoga. Then, same thing when you apply to jnana yoga. What is that? When my body and mind are aligned through knowing, through knowledge. That is jnana yoga. And the knowledge has the ability to do that for you. Same thing is for bhakti yoga. Through bhakti, what are you doing? You could be doing rituals, you could be doing so many other things which are your progressions, but at the end, yoga happens only when you are that. That's where you reach. Your body and mind are fully there by doing the practice of whatever practice you follow for bhakti. Right? So to me, these are the definitions of yoga. And the same thing your dhyan does to you. So dhyan is Raj Yoga. Right? That is, dhyan does the same thing. Your mind and body are together. So when your mind and body are synchronized, you are in a state of yoga. And in English, you can call it unified. Unification. That is yoga. When body and mind are unified. So this is my understanding of yoga and how I look at various paths to arrive at the same destination. You can't compare 1 and 2. They are all independent of each other. Right? Earlier, I used to think, well, oh, initially you do karma yoga and then you do jnana yoga and then you do bhakti yoga and then you are there. No, no. Every path can take you there. Each one of them. It depends on your perfect alignment. To me, that's my understanding.
Is it not like we do it all together?
We usually, in a day, that's what we do. Everything is happening together. Okay, so I have created the platform for Ajay ji to now take us further.
No, you also explained this. Yesterday, you were showing this activity workbook, and you were saying these 7 steps. These are the Gita ka gyan. You surrender, you create, you surrender.
Yes.
So explain that to all also. Or Ajay ji may want to do that.
Yeah, Ajay ji can explain that. Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Katamadan, Pritiji, Shaileshi, Jayaji, and all the masters. I know I'm a distraction.
So
So,
you are just the candy. See what Asha ji said? She had done unified last year, and I think before that also she has done. But she is making your notes, saving your notes. You are in demand. And I have more other people who is saying the same thing.
Me
You know,
too.
Ajay
I
ji is
also, I also save the notes.
no, beauty
I
lies
trust on
not.
Shaileji's notes, so I don't work on that. But I read it. Definitely, I take time out to read.
Pritiji, beauty lies not in the rose, but in the eyes of the observer. So, so it shows where the beauty lies. Okay. Coming to the perfect part of it, I am perfect. Yeah, Shaileji explained beautifully, but let me take on the how I understand from the unified language. So when I'm claiming God is perfect, I am perfect. God is all pervading, I am all pervading. God is, flawless, I am flawless. So when I'm claiming that, am I really become perfect? So when I look at my body, mind, intellect, there is no way one can say I'm perfect. And that is also is a dynamic process also. Perfection is a dynamic process. If we go to truth, then that is different. So that means what I am claiming, I am shifting my identity from the body, mind, intellect to my real self, and my real self is perfect at all the time. It was, it is, and it will be. And that is the perfection of divine also. So it is a shifting of identity rather than trying to do something. That's the difference between, like if we look at the Bhagavad Gita and unified, and that's the difference, because Bhagavad Gita is saying, hey, you are very selfish, do karma yoga. Oh, your mind is distracted, so get into bhakti. You don't understand what you really are, get into jnanam. So slowly, you trying to refine yourself, so that what happens, yesterday I was telling, either you flow with, if you're flowing with the nature at the lower level, in tamasic level, it goes down. So that's why when we fall, to pick up any bad habit, we don't have to make any effort. It just happens. But when we want to catch on to something higher, we have to take against it and against our whole mind also. And in Bhagavad Gita, the beautifully Arjuna says, hey, don't say me that yoga is so beautiful and all. You remember my mind is chanchal. He says it's chanchal, it's fast moving. Then he's saying it is balabad, means it's strong. It's not very weak. Mind is not weak, mind is strong. And then he said, druda, obstinate. Yesterday Silas said, obstinate. He used this word. I don't know whether Silas gone into Gita, but he brings it out, all those words. So beautiful it is. It is Arjuna is saying. Arjuna is saying, when that is every individual seeker is saying. Mind is chanchal, fast, and strong, and obstinate. It doesn't give up. Hanuman was strong, but he was not Drudabhata, like whatever I like, I will take it. Like Ravana. Ravana was Druda. and also Balavan. Hanumanji was Balavan, but he is not Druda from the point of view of negative qualities. So that's the difference. And then what the Lord says, he said, yes, I accept. Lord is saying, yes, I do accept. That means he's endorsing it. That means, is there no way forward? Then he comes back with, all these Upanishads say, and Bhagavad Gita says, and Patanjali's Yoga Sutra says, it is Abhyasa and Vairagya. Abhyasa. You have to practice. There is no way you will understand and change. It's not possible. That's why our Shailaji's Danda and Priteji's love is making us practice. Without practice, it's not possible. Even if understanding comes, it will not. Because understanding is like that Mahout on the top of the elephant. Mahout is a pretty little fellow. He doesn't have the ability to fight with the mind, that is elephant. Only practice. That's why when we practice, they said, at least in 21 days, if you practice from left leg, if you are putting in the shoe, you want to put your right leg first in the shoe, then at least 21 days, deliberately do it. Maybe 22nd day, your right leg will go inside. It's just only practice. And yesterday, I was also touching upon the same thing. And as a human being, everything we have practiced. To stand up, we have practiced. To walk, we have practiced. To talk, we have practiced. To eat, we have practiced. What we have not practiced? Tell me. And why we are afraid of it? Because mind is strong. So that means Swadhyaya comes into picture. Intellect has to stand. No, this is not correct. You will stand on this path. So that's why it is coming. But what this unified did, unified is beautiful, upside down. It went from top. He said, you are perfect. What the hell you are going to be perfect? You will never be able to perfect. Because body, mind, intellect can never be perfect. It's not meant to be. He accepted it. Then what is the way forward? He said, okay, claim it. Fake it and make it. That guide movie. Shailesh may be knowing because I don't know anybody else if I've seen that movie or heard about that movie. You fake it, you make it. That's what he's saying. And so you are not going to change anything. You cannot. What you do is just shift your identity. That's why from the very beginning, first day itself, we are saying, I am made in the image of God and I have all the divine qualities in me. Upside down, not from down to up. And Shailesh is also, okay, so this is where I leave it. And then Shailesh's interpretation of yoga in Bhagavad Gita is also absolutely correct. But I'll just put it in a different way. That's why yesterday I touched upon that. I said, what Bhagavad Gita has done, he said, bring the practice, but don't bring the philosophy. There's a slightly, slight difference is there. In the like bhakti, if I want to be a bhakta, so I have to read what bhakti is in Narada Bhakti Sutra or Sandalya, another saint has written Sandalya Bhakti Sutra. So they define like Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, that is for bhakti. And then you have beautiful saints are there who was epitome of bhakti, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all those things, characters, if you see that. So then you have a roadmap, then you become a bhakta. Bhagavad Gita is saying, bhakti you bring in. Don't bring in that you want to live like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or those kind of people. Then what will happen? First thing, the Arjuna will say, so let me go. I don't want to fight the war because he wants to run away from the war. He said, no. Bring in that. Why are you bringing? Because you will have concentration. Otherwise, because your mind is going to 1001 things. So if you bring in bhakti, and if you see me, he's saying, if you see me in everything, then what will happen? You will not see, concentrate on the ornaments, which is beautiful, which is not beautiful, which is broken, which is shining, but because you will see only the gold. So what has happened? My concentration, which was going on 1001 things, now is only seeing gold. So your concentration is there, so you will be able to fight nicely. See how he has twisted the whole thing. So that's why Bhagavad Gita is so beautiful, so beautiful. Everybody appreciates everyone the world over. Why? Because all the principles he has taken out and he has put it together, and it is a SOP to how to live in this world. Same like Karma Yoga, what Shailesh said. He said, everything you are doing for yourself, me and mine. With that, you cannot fight. You cannot fight the war because you hate Duryodhana. No. That's what he wanted to fight. He said, no, you are not going to fight Duryodhana because you hate him. Tomorrow you love him, again you will not fight. So that is not the case. Iska says, because this is your duty as the warrior chief of Pandava army, you have to fight, even if your grandfather is on the other side. It's not easy. Can we fight? Let's ask each one of us. But Lord said, yes, you have to fight because that's your duty. Because the creation, what I have created, everything is interdependent. You have a role to play. If you will decide what role, how you want to play it, then my production goes down. Cannot Saruk Khan come? Look, no. I cannot beg. I cannot be a role of a beggar. I am a king. Always I am a king. I will only do like this. No. Because you have a role for a beggar, you have to play the role of a beggar. That's what Lord is saying. That's what Karma Yoga came into picture. So he is beautifully he has integrated. Same also for Jnana Yoga. Because once you do not know who you really are, the shifting is not possible. Then what we'll do, we will change our behavior. Because what will happen, you become like more sattvic in nature. Oh, I am a nice person. I don't interfere in anybody's life. So I am nice to everybody. Everybody should be nice to me. That's what I want. But that is there, it doesn't matter. Because again, something come back next day, somebody cuts into your lane, all the choices galis will come out. Because the internal change has not happened. So that's why one thing which is always he has talked about in Bhagavad Gita is samatva, equanimous. Nobody is different, nobody is low, nobody is high. Everywhere I am there. How you will see that? How you will be able to understand that? Because you will see me. I am in everybody and everybody is in me. In my house, there is a space. In Shailesh house is a space. Joy's house in Hong Kong also, there is space is there. Atman is there everywhere. I am there in everywhere. But also, all these houses are in space. That means all the creation is in me. So beautifully, it's so beautiful, so rich. Thank you.
And the whole journey is to remember that you are gold.
Yes.
And gold
Absolutely.
is everything around. So that point that you are explaining, don't see what your eyes see, the mind. See the truth behind. And we cannot see it with eyes. We can only feel it. And if a feeling happens at the heart center, if that feeling stays, nothing can move. Yesterday, something strange happened. Evening, a few kids came, and I was making some snacks for them. I didn't see anybody. I couldn't raise my eyes to see anybody. My husband was serving, my son was helping, and everybody was eating. And my eyes was continuously on the food. Nothing else. And also something very strange happened in that moment. But the whole experience was so different. I didn't see anybody eating. I didn't see anybody coming and going. I was just making tacos. And I was totally into it, feeling everything, not missing one thing in the sequence. And it was very strange, but it was very fulfilling. Everybody enjoyed and they left, but that experience stayed with me for long. So that you are gold and you is, God is in you and that's around, has to be my experience. How much ever I read, how much ever I ponder, I forget. With every wave, sometimes it is high, sometimes it is playful. I forget me. I look at it. I fear. I expect something like that happened before. Might happen again. Something in that past or future, we just stay. Not living myself. What that true me wants to experience at this moment. And that's where unified comes in. Chapter 1 done, you are made in the image of God. Okay, are you still there? Every week, are you still there? Do your self acceptance. Are you still there? And next week is going to be a huge. It is about our intelligence.
Yeah. Pritiji, when you think about a thing, say you are looking at this, say, rose flower, you see this flower. So what happens, the rose flower, you are not enjoying the rose where it is. You take that picture inside you. That's what our eyes does, is correct? So it takes it in. Then, like Shailesh said, then it will ask the subconscious mind, what are my previous experiences with rose? Then you will say, oh, that was there, I had given it to the Lord, or I have given it to my boyfriend, or whatever it is, those precious moments. Then it absorbs you. So rose is not standing as a rose in this whole universe. It has totally absorbed your mind. That means you have become rose in a way. So that's why what you saw yesterday, because you were so absorbed in making it beautiful, so it has totally taken you. So that's what Arjuna, when he was fighting, you remember that when he was trying to put that arrow, so he could only see the eye of the fish. So this is exactly the same thing what we experienced yesterday, and that's what Bhagavad Gita was saying. This happens. And why you will go back? We forget. Because of body, mind, intellect is there. Because when I interact with this world, again I come back to the body, mind, I will forget it. Because now you have tested who you really are. You want to go back. You want to go back. And where you are going back? You are going back to your own self. Because your own self is like, you want to remain healthy. And when I have a running temperature, I want to get out of it. I read of it because this is not my normal. My normal is to remain healthy. So when you saw that glimpse, you want to go back. You don't want to be here. And that's where unified is coming. So beautiful it is.
That memory is there, but still the journey happens only when we sit.
Yes,
If
absolutely.
we keep thumping our feet like, okay, I want to do this, nothing happens. We have to stays.
Sometimes, oh, because I have not touched upon the first was practice. Another was vairagya. What is vairagya? It is not to give up anything. It is not going with your mind to things of this world. Once we withdraw only, you will be able to think of higher things. So it is not, you are not going to give up anything. Nobody in the world gives up anything. When you get on a ladder, when you put one step ahead, then only your second steps will come up. So you do not say, I have given up. No, you have taken another step on the right direction. So from the lower thing, your step has automatically come up. That's why they say, when the child who was crying for balloons on his or her birthday, suddenly after 15 or 16, he or she doesn't want to see a balloon in the birthday celebration. Why? What is the date when she or he decided no more balloons in my birthday? Because you have now seen better things. Your perception have changed. Your aim has changed. Your life principles have changed. So you have taken a higher step. So lower steps has come out. So you have not given up. So nobody gives up anything in this life.
This alignment thing is so beautiful. The more we align or tune into our heart center, there's more to experience. We don't know what is after this. We cannot know. The day I didn't had this experience of the heart pulsation, I didn't know it. And I didn't know how it is changing me when I'm with it. Who is acting? Who is thinking? I could see my thoughts even before, but I didn't know what it means. Seeing your thought, you are different from it. It never clicked. But this heart pulsation, its variation, it helped me understand more, because maybe it was the experience, as continuously something is being written, or something that moves. That's something that I don't do really. Thinking, I can think, "Okay, I'm back, I'm sitting and I'm thinking." But that pulse, that gentle vibration changing, happening, I am not doing that. That made a lot of shift in experience of life. And then I realized, okay, nobody can know what is ahead. We can read the scriptures, we can tell our mind, but we really don't know what the experience is like. And for that, we have to work. And then unified falls beautifully step by step. And the more I learn, I see how well our mind is learned by the creation. It's like self-learning, evolution, where every human being is stuck. How this 24th chapter is laid out, looking at humanity, the human mind, and everybody has similar problems. This is where we all stuck. So Babaji generalized the solution, just like Gita, you said, and then practice. Practice every time you are anywhere. And the evolution of this activity workbook, where we have prescribed certain affirmations, we really felt sometimes, is it too much for them? That is happening naturally. I told him that, once somebody comes to the heart space, they start doing this naturally. They start enjoying themselves more when they're cooking, doing things beyond the 3 activities that we have listed. But yes, it is important to take our awareness there. Are we going in that direction? Or what are we expecting? Our minds are different. We could expect something different. But the journey or the path is something different, very simple, very normal day-to-day living in and out in this modern world. So this is the entire evolution, and the core is reach to your heart center. And then there's only bliss. Even if it is not there, it will come back. Something has happened. You know now what needs to be corrected, what needs to be addressed, reach your higher self, or just see how it is transitioning. It's a lot of self-learning.
And Pritiji, do you think this is your learning in this life only?
When the Karika knowledge came, that's what I told him. I was doing this already before. I didn't know
Yes.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. Shailesh said, what unconscious mind, like a go down you have put it. You don't know what is the beautiful things you know now. This is coming out. You just see in life, let's be honest, how many times deliberately we have done. I don't know. Shailesh had a different, because he has beautifully described his life. But maybe sometimes we have an afterthought. Oh, this happened, this, because this was I was thinking, this was thinking. But deliberately, how many times in life we have taken conscious steps to change my course of our life or of our thinking or actions? Or we have justified it later through our intelligence. Shailesh, I love your inputs.
I don't know. I mean, I think we try, but we give up. And there is always limited resource because we are not vibrating in that frequency. Our thoughts are limited, surrounded with fear, that struggle. That adds more of that. So we have to sit idle. Just accept and sit. Things will happen.
10th day Shailesh program I have already printed and kept it here. So marked it. So.
Is it going to happen tomorrow?
Yes.
We do have continuity from our past, previous lifetimes. We do have continuity. That becomes our wisdom. All the experiences, that is knowledge. True knowledge is that only, experiences. And that becomes our wisdom, which drives us in this lifetime. That's how the connection is, right? And unified, the way the book is, it is doing that only. You can think of it like 24 lifetimes. Every chapter is a lifetime. And if you live that lifetime properly, the next chapter, you will have all the wisdom from the previous chapter to guide you through. Yesterday, Preeti and I, we were working on the workbook part 3, and we were working on a chapter which is extension of the current chapter. This chapter 10 in part 3 is in week 18. It's the same. We talk about self-acceptance there also, but the next level. So Preeti and I, we were debating as to should we disclose some of it now. Then we
This
decided
normally
not.
happens. Normally it
Already
happens.
some part of it, I think I disclosed without knowing that I'm touching upon it. But yeah, I thought it's needed because many people have been doing it again and again. And when they think that why they are getting angry, why they are not changing, why they are doing the same mistakes, because they're not accepting that is part of the drama. Don't get stuck.
Correct. So the important thing is that the self-acceptance is the major hurdle, right? Where it comes from, or where I would say non-acceptance comes from, the criteria that we have conditioned in our mind. So our mental conditioning is the barrier, right? It hides the real perfection. My perfection, I am perfect, but it is stored in a box called conditioning. And so I can't see it. So I say, well, no, I am not perfect. You open the box and you will see your perfection. And that box is our conditioning. Right?
Yeah, because Shailesh is a father. He's playing the role of a father. Shailesh is a son. Shailesh is a sibling also. He is a unified master, and he was a colleague. So in all these roles, a normal individual forgets where is Ajay Naik. What is the role of Ajay Naik? What he does? However we think about it? No way. From one role to the other, we are always shifting.
Yes.
This is where the problem starts.
And that movement from role to role keeps us on the surface. Doesn't let us go within, right? Doesn't let us see the reality of self, who I am.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
the
I can see your struggle when you are trying to explain. Yesterday I was all my empathy with you. Also, Asmiji, I also can understand her position, but then it is so difficult to how you take it to understand where it is we are losing ourselves.
Yes. Yesterday, later on, I was discussing with myself as to why did we go into that discussion at all. That was my question to myself. And the answer was, you are very compassionate. That was the answer.
No,
So
Shailesh,
your compassion drove it.
I think, I'm with you in the sense that when you are into a discussion, and especially on this unified platform and the masters and the quality of the thoughts and discussions and all, so it is not Shaileshji who is speaking, maybe Babaji is speaking or something like that. Or universe is speaking through you.
Yes. That's the case most of the time.
Yes.
So my ritual every day, my ritual when I sit down for the session, when I open this meeting, before that, there is a ritual I follow. Right? And that ritual is to offer myself as a clear channel for love, truth, and light to flow through me to the group. This is my everyday ritual. I step aside. I intentionally tell myself, right? I intentionally tell myself that my human existence is stepping aside, and now I am a clear channel for the truth, the love, and light to follow, to pass through, to reach everyone through me. And I have been doing a very similar thing for almost all the sessions since we started doing this. This is natural to me. I just let myself be available as an instrument and let the universe function through me, because that's my role. That's why I'm here. When I allow that to happen, that expression of the one through me, I'm expressing Shailesh in the truth, right?
Even my Guruji also says that whenever we see him, he's not giving a smile and all those things. So we feel bad. Then he's saying, if I am there, then your house and this, where is the difference? How you will correct yourself? If I am going to endorse everything, whatever you are doing, and I will give you a smile, you will never change. Somewhere somebody has to remind you.
There is another important thing that happens to us as we progress on spiritual path. And that's why you see similarity in all the enlightened beings. They can be very harsh at times, right? Why? Actually, if you have heard, Patriji used to actually in his offline meetings when people were there, sometimes he would go and hit a person also. He did that to several people, right? So why do they become like this? I used to wonder. Till such time I reached this state, I used to wonder, why would these people do that? And this is not just Patriji. Many masters, you have examples. And the answer came to me that they are no more people pleasers. They are not here to please people. That's not at all one of the things they are here for. I am not here to please anybody. I can be harsh when necessary, right? I am just allowing the truth to flow through me. That's all I'm doing. So how it comes out is not up to me. It will come out because now the intention is not to make people happy. I'm not a people pleaser anymore, right? This is what happens, and that's why society does not like enlightened beings,
Yes. It's a
right?
play of the divine, actually. It's a
Ah,
play of
right. So remember, historically, all the enlightened beings were tortured to death eventually
absolutely.
because society doesn't accept it. They are not people pleasers anymore. So that's what I got the answer earlier. So um, if if somebody feels the danda, don't blame Shailesh.
I was trying, one of the birds was sitting on our balcony and they do the poo. And also, I was thinking, I sent him love and light. I said, please sit down, don't sit there. So I tried for 5 minutes and he didn't move. I said, my unified is gone. So I came and sat here. And then I looked and he has gone down. I said, no, 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 unified is still there with me.
No, you were interfering with the free will of the bird.
But we will expand onto that in part 3. You will know how to deal with them.
Yes, yeah, we
Sometimes,
will.
I work with them and they say, anyhow, I'm going to die. This is okay for me. I don't care. Like
Mm,
that,
yeah,
cricket and spiders, and they communicate. What do I care for? You know?
I am here temporarily, and they realize, they know that I'm here temporarily. So
Nobody
yeah,
wants to die, but still, when you talk, they say, okay, at least you can hear me.
mm. We will do.
Then
Yeah, that beyond the self part is in part 3. So right now we are just focused on what is going on in me. That's the focus.
Actually, Sariji,
Mm,
all our sense organs, whichever is in the animals, if it is very strong,
mm,
it becomes the cause of their death. You know that fireflies, they love light,
mm,
and it becomes the cause of their death.
correct.
This deer,
Mm.
they love that smell or something, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
this elephants, this
Mm,
songs or something like
mm,
that. So it's actually in Vivek Chudamani, the
mm,
Adi Shankara has written. So all these five sense organs is strong in five animals he has
mm,
given,
mm,
and it becomes the cause of their death.
mm,
And imagine all these five
mm,
are at the highest level in human being.
mm,
Can you see the struggle human being
mm.
has to do?
Yes,
How can it be so easy?
yes, yes,
It is. It cannot be.
yes.
that's
Yeah.
what I said. Like, understand how things work. What's the purpose of what is happening? You will step behind. You will not interfere there because you
Yes.
can't do anything anyhow. Nature is doing it, everything. But
Mm,
this wisdom or is useless until I know how to step behind, until I understand how things work. And that's the journey. You become your own teacher, then your life teaches you all the time.
mm, yes. And my thought about self acceptance, I also want to share here is that if you have done the practice as described in the chapter and gone through the process of manifesting self acceptance and you do not see shift or change, do not worry about it. At least you have understood what you are doing. you should understand the significance of self-acceptance. This is the primary barrier, right, that you have. So once you have understood it, that itself has triggered the process. And now it will wait for the airport to be ready for the flight to land. That's it, right? So just know that, like, your effort is not wasted. Yeah. Perfect.
I just read this part too. There's a tagline in the book, Roger's book, right? So there it says, defining your highest desires and learning the mechanics of manifestation. So that word, defining your highest desires, stayed so long for me, that it is huge, unknown part was always within. So everything in this book is like marvelous beyond we can imagine or think. It is there to trigger something. We don't even know what happened, but here we know what happened.
How to understand true desire once again. I don't know if I said this earlier in chapter 9.
In English
Uh,
group, I think, yeah.
yeah.
We did.
The understanding true desires. Uh, let's say you have a desire. When you say, okay, I want to note my desires, and you have a desire that I need to have so much money, whatever number or more, right? Now, is that your true desire? How will you test it? Okay. Then you ask a question. Yeah, I have the desire for this much money. What will I do with it? What will the money bring to me? I'm not going to eat it, right? I'm not going to put it on me. What use is it? Then you will get next level of desires. So one level of lie, the apparent desire, you will eliminate the money. What will it bring to me? Then you will have a new list. Well, I will have a comfortable home. I will have a comfortable car. I will have beautiful dresses, all that. Okay. Then you question, okay, what will these bring to me? Start going one level deeper and deeper, and you will arrive at the truth, the true desire. And the true desire you will achieve at the end will be self-acceptance. I will accept myself as perfect. So why go through all this channel? Yeah, straight away go and accept. Decondition yourself. And you are there.
Okay.
Right?
So,
So understanding is important. How do you understand? How do you know? Is this many years ago I was working with on a private course with Bob Proctor. If some of you know the name, Bob Proctor was a very renowned motivation speaker and also personal development coach. He appears in the movie The Secret. If you remember that movie, The Secret, if you have seen that, there's a person there in that with completely white hair and in white coat, right? That cream colored coat. He just looks brilliant, absolutely. So that's the person. So when I was working with him, he said that the first thing you have to ask yourself, what do you really want? Answer this question. The word really is the key. The true desire we talk about. That is the true part is the key. Okay? What do you really want? It's not what do you want. That really will take you deeper into the core. What do I really want? And that real is what the seed that God has planted in you. That is actually the seed. So knowing this is important, right? Yeah.
we all manifest home for ourselves, right? But we say we need a home, we want a home, and we get a home. But then our awareness is on the home. not what I'm going to experience from it. And that's where Babaji is taking us, that if you have a home, what you are going to experience from it. So Bhavna ji as well said happiness. Claim that happiness with that home. And then you will be anchored in this, on this happiness, not on the home, not what it brings, not how you will manage, but that happiness. I want to experience happiness in this home. So people, this coming, going, and there's communication, food, entertainment, party, they're all happiness. That's where my awareness will be. So this is where the true desire, I understood that, instead of just listing things, definitely is the outcome. But what my experience is going to be, if I just say home, then it could be a worry how I am going to run this home. I will need to earn all the time. I need to clean the house, I need to manage, and then we create many masks. But then when we are focused on the experience I want to have, that is very much part of me. If I am seeking love, I am seeking happiness. Babaji said in chapter number 7, you cannot get rid of these desires, because this is what has made you. You are here in this body because of that. So live that. So claim that. It is there, you're not using it. So why not using? Because I'm not seeing it all the time. Awareness is not there. And it cannot happen outside. It has to happen here. So I'm not feeling it all the time. Come back to the heart again and again. And then you see what you feel at all the time, what you do, what you meet, who you meet, and all that. So it's step by step
Easy.
journey.
But also it is important for everyone to understand the meaning of the word happiness. Understand it properly. Go within, think about it, feel it, and you will know comfort is different from happiness. Right? Easy living is not happiness. Comfort is not happiness. A comfortable life is not happiness, because they are dependent on outside. If within you, you have satisfaction, you will have permanent happiness called bliss, anand. So, knowing and understanding happiness properly is also important. What money will bring to you, what people will bring to you. Everything is outside only. It's all temporary. It will come and go, come and go. That's the nature. People cannot give you happiness. Not possible. Your Dakkan is closed. How will somebody feel happiness inside it? Nobody can.
Come to the heart and you would know what is happiness. Come to the heart and you would know what is love.
Yes.
Come to the heart and you would know all the God qualities. No one can teach that also.
Also remember, everybody wants happiness. Nobody is giving happiness.
But nature
Understanding
is
these are very
giving
deep
all,
things, right?
nature
Life
is
is not
giving all the
that.
time, Shailesh, but we are not taking it. So it is
Ah,
there. Our awareness is not there.
no. Nobody is giving anything. We are not ready to receive. That's a different thing. Our readiness to receive, once it opens up, whether somebody gives or not, you will already have it. Because nature is
It's already
abundant.
there.
Yeah, right? It's already there. So, our problem is we don't even understand the meaning of these words. We want it, but we don't know what it is.
So that's why the first practice where, just center your in your heart. Feel that pulsation. It will change you. It will definitely change you. You would know when you are in your head, when you are in your heart, and how these two are different. This has to be your experience. I cannot teach that to you. Not neither Babaji can.
Nobody can. Nobody can. You have to, and this is why everyone has to learn through their own life experience only. There's no other way. We can only share with you our experience, or everybody can share their experience. But ultimately, you have to travel the path of your own knowing, your own experience will tell you everything.
This is so beautiful that when our awareness is in happiness, that I shared like with home, with person also, if you see, if you feel happy meeting somebody, you will be happy in somebody's happiness also. That will come naturally. You will not be stuck with me or you will be anchored on the happiness. So try doing that. It can be your experience only, if you allow it to happen. When have you truly felt you being happy without having anything?
That is the
Create
key. Without having anything is the key. That this is a state of being happy. It doesn't depend on outside. Not no people, no thing, nothing. That is happiness.
um, only our imperfection will bring imperfection in our experience. And perfection is being content, being happy in wherever I am. I don't want to be anybody else for even a fraction of second. Me, that I, who is it? What is it right now? Having all that challenges. Maybe paisa nahi hai, health nahi hai, rishte nahi hai, nothing. Still, I'm there. And we understand that, you can't solve one problem after another. You have to understand how it works, how nature works, what the creation is, how I fit into it, how everything is run. Then you know exactly what is happening all the time. You will never cry again. You can never cry again. And that it means
Yeah.
you are happy.
Yeah. Correct. So it is a state when we realize that from outside, nobody can make me happy. If I have decided not to be happy, nobody can change it. I want to stay sad all my life. Many people are living that way. They are addicted to pain and they want to live that way. Nobody can change it. God will also not come in the way. We have the free will to stay that way. And that is okay. Nothing wrong with that either.
Because that is teaching
Ah,
something to that person. And once we go and try to solve it, we also get stuck. Nothing happens, nothing moves, even an iota. That person still wants to live like that,
ah.
saying the same thing, same old thing.
Pain is an integral part of nature only. It is an integral part of nature. You cannot have nature without thorns. They will always be there. That's part of nature. We have to accept it. When you accept it, they stop bothering you. When you don't accept them, they will keep bothering you, keep reminding you, I'm here, I will pinch you, I will pinch you. Right? That's what it does. This is how nature is. Everything is integral part of nature. In chapter 25, I will tell you more about this. Why? Then why do we separate out God's qualities? There is something to be had there. We will talk about it. We need to follow these steps and reach there.
Because we don't understand love. We also manipulate love, how we want to experience.
Yes.
If there is no love, there is no anger,
Hmm.
I will create a fracture in my body. The anger is within me and I
Hmm.
don't get to release. I will break something inside me with that
Yeah.
force,
Yeah.
that energy that I'm storing or
Yeah.
holding. That
Exactly.
example that in Mahabharata, right?
Hmm.
After war, Yudhishthir goes and he meets his uncle and then he gives a big hug, that crashing hug. So that's the anger we hold. So he expressed outside,
Yeah.
and Lord Krishna helped to save both.
Hmm.
He knew human mind. He knew what he is going
Yes.
through.
Yeah. Hmm. So Bhavana ji is still in the same state as she was when she started coming to the course.
Just
4
as you
months,
said, Bhavna
4
ji,
months
I just felt,
ago.
Bhavna ji, change your name to something else. Then you will stop going in Bhavna.
Yeah, you will have to
Maybe change
did.
yourself to happiness or love, what you're seeking. And you make a name like I'm Khushi. And then see, when you say I'm Khushi, how it feels. Then you have nothing. You just have this name. And you're saying with all the love, I am Khushi.
So if you don't practice unified, your state will not change. I can tell you that. You have to practice. Practice means repetition. Repetition is the only way in which your subconscious can be reprogrammed. Repetition, abhyas, practice. All of it is same. All that you are doing as an automatic physical response was programmed by you through repetition only. You learn to walk. You learn to speak. You learn to write. How? Only by repetition. So, practice is what is going to help you change. If you don't practice, you will continue to be the way all your previous practices have brought you to wherever you are. So, if it's your choice, your decision, you want to stay in that state, perfect. That's a good thing also for you because there is something more to be had. You may have something more to come in your life, right? And that may be an asset for you. So just be open, allow. Yes, if others are not letting you be happy, okay, I will let them take my power.
And the way you have written with an exclamation, that means this is the truth. This is the only truth. Then everybody else is living a life, including
Yes.
Buddha.
I
Is living
give
a life
I
that
give
nobody
my
can
power.
make me sad.
I give my
Nobody.
power to you. Right? That's what you have done. Perfect.
Jayaji has shared this, with a very easy example. She said that my kids are playing, and then, the two of them, they learned how remote control works. Give the remote control to somebody, is pressing some channel, and you're acting like that. You're tuning to that. So be happy, be happy. Be sad, be sad. So that control is in that remote control who is operating, and
Ah,
then you just
yes.
keep
They,
jumping.
yeah, they will keep operating. Yeah. Yes. Bhavnaji wants to share something.
Atmanandan Shaileshi,
Mm.
Atmanandan Preeti ji.
Atman.
So good to be able to talk to you all once again.
Mm.
Actually, मैं परसों कुछ सोच रही थी. I was in the meditation which Preeti ji was conducting.
Mm.
So and at that during which she उन्होंने वो बोला था जब हम इन्फ्लुएंसेस को क्लीन करते हैं अपने ऑरा को क्लीन करते हैं एंड वी डील विद द अनवांटेड इन्फ्लुएंसेस so I was just thinking about one thing because this part I had forgotten somehow in past few days and I was not doing that cleaning and clearing the aura. So what happened like last Monday, so this Sawan ka Monday tha, so I decided I'll do a fast. And 2 3 days ago some Pandit ji had come to our house and he had told everyone to do few things, some rituals. Okay. So I said, okay, I'll start. Monday ko I had to go to the temple and वो jal and pani and something दूध वो चढ़ाना था. So in my case, I have seen whenever I decide to do something right, correct, okay, I'll start doing something which is good for me and in general it is good. Some obstacles start coming my way. That very day itself, I had kept a fast, and my daughter was telling me in the morning, "Mummy, you can't keep a fast, you're not that strong enough, so don't do it." I said, "No, I don't, I want to keep." And by the end of the day, there were so many instances which were like pulling me down. I was feeling so like, leached out, no energy, and everything was affecting me so badly that there were people coming in my house and I was not wanting to sit with them. I was sitting alone in my room. And मुझे लग रहा था वो लोग सब क्यों बैठे हैं यहाँ पे, they are just creating nuisance and they are spreading negativity. And जबकि I myself was in a negative state and I didn't couldn't understand why it is happening. And I was very perturbed. I was crying. I was kind of depressed. So I was just wondering, what's that? Like suddenly, when I decide to go on a spiritual path or do some right things, So then why do these uninvited influences come? Was it this only, or am I interpreting something wrong? So I wanted to know that.
What did you learn in the last 4 months?
That there are uninvited influences and we have to deal with
And
them with love and light.
you are creating your own reality.
Oh, right, right, right. Yeah.
That's the only thing you are supposed to learn.
But that day, I was doing everything right, for myself. And I decided to go on a spiritual path. I'll do everything correctly. Then why all these things were bothering me? कि भाई
Ah,
तुम ये मत
naturally.
करो, like they were kind of obstructions.
Yes, yes. So understand
Yeah.
this thing, right? You are trying to go to the mountains without woolens. You
Okay.
will fall sick. First, become
Right.
ready. Prepare. You have to focus on being ready, being prepared. And for that, nobody can force you. You will have to determine by yourself that I want to do something like that. But
Mhm.
you are saying it here and here you are against it. Both of them cannot happen, right? Universe will is saying, well, make up your mind first.
Okay.
Then things will happen. So you will keep on experimenting, continue to experiment, and one day such a huge shock will come that everything will get helter skelter, and then you will wake, oh my God, now I understand. I should have
Mm.
listened to what Shaileshi was saying, but well, okay, now I understand. So allow, allow the universe to function the way it wants to. You can keep giving your power to others as long as you enjoy it. You are basically enjoying the pain. You are addicted to pain.
Yeah, but I didn't want to, no. Just say today also
That's
you're talking
here.
about,
That's here.
yeah.
The want is here, but the embedded programming is here in your subconscious. That
Mm.
subconscious is programmed for receiving pain.
Pain, yeah.
So
And
your
one
cons.
thing, Bhavna ji, we
Mhm.
are in chapter 10. We will
Mm.
start
Right.
chapter 11. And if we do unified one day and 4 days we take break, and we do 4 days and then we take 2 days break,
Mhm.
and then we do 6 days and then we take one day break, it won't work. We are
Ah,
not ready for it. So we should not waste our time
yeah.
and think that this is not working, because the only um light I can tell you for you is to just be into the practice, even if you don't understand many things. I don't know how it happened, why the obstacle came. You may not understand it now, but as much as you will become pure with your practice, truthful to yourself, you become honest that you are in your heart. The experience cannot be different. I was no other than you. I was complaining. I was crying. People used to wait when I will smile. I never smiled. I never talked. I was such a shut dhakkan, like a person, like I can hate myself to death. I was such. But everything was hidden and I had to unfold it. I was just seeing through the eyes of people around me, the society. I was learning that how it operates. But then I just allowed myself to keep shifting, not holding until this we allow to change, nothing can change. And for that, Babaji is saying this book is totally, purely a big, that key to change your mind. It is how much concept you will think that why it is needed. It's not needed. But if you practice this, if you practice that, if you practice the next chapter, you will know yourself. You will know how your life works. Why these people are around you and they are your friends who you cannot see as friend. because they are taking you to your truth. That's where Jayaji started her sharing today. So you may want to listen, because that's her sharings are the most easiest, beautiful, many reminders. The moment that she was sharing about Beethoven, and I didn't know she's going to tell about Beethoven, but I heard a whistle. I heard a whistle behind the speech that someone is playing somewhere. So we have to be connected with heart. Why I can't resist? I speak in middle. Every pause is an opportunity for me to speak, because I feel so much connected, so much love for it. That's the state. Like every morning, Shailesh is coming 5:30 his time, doing everything, 4 hours, 4.5 hours throughout the years. How it can be possible for anybody, which is not giving any income? But this is my true desire. This is what makes me happy without this income. The joy that I share, the experience, the sharing, the people who I meet, if I can help somebody in that process, I am evolving myself with every commitment, every meeting, every session. So, if you want to do it completely. If you want to step back, just stay for some more time. That's what he's saying. Give yourself some more time. Let your experience get matured so that you understand life. To me, Unified came to me beautifully 2021. I did part one and then I took break. I couldn't handle it any further because my meditation started 2020. It was not even a year. I couldn't understand many things that I understand deeply now. And the reason that I was into many books, I wanted to read this and that and that and that. And that's how we can't work with it. We have to totally come into alignment that I want to work with my mind. I want to understand my life. I want to see if people can do why I can't do. Let me see what is in front of me. And I want to take that charge that, yes, I want to live in awareness. And I often find that, that smile in ignorance is so beautiful, that happiness in ignorance is so addictive. How it would be when you come in awareness and when you smile, when you realize that who you are, and when you smile, when you realize everything and then you smile, everything is so different. It's beyond addiction. That's why people call it bliss. And it's a simple smile that you have been seeing on the same face, but the experience is different. So for that, we have to walk, we have to commit. So this, I can tell you after 3 years of my unified journey.
Also, one more thing. Yeah. Today we were talking about, Shailesh, you were explaining, like we have to sow the seed in our subconscious mind, like what we want, what we want to claim. So, and that becomes, our thought becomes our reality. So, does everything that we sow in our subconscious mind and we think about it, so does every thought manifest and become a reality?
In your subconscious mind, there is no thought. Subconscious mind contains information as presented to it. It is just a storage, right? The logic is in the conscious mind. Conscious mind retrieves information and then compares and says, well, okay, they don't match. Let this go. So, subconscious mind contains the program that runs your automated responses. Understand the word automated responses. That means somebody comes and hits you, you will immediately hurl abuses at them. That immediate reaction of abuse is your program running inside you.
Okay.
You cannot control it. That becomes your behavior. And it has been installed by you over time through practice. That program is what is driving your experiences in life. Right? Somebody talks to you loud and you start hurling abuses at that person right away. That is your natural response. So, where is it coming from? Subconscious. How much soever your conscious mind tells you, oh, you got to be very behaving very nicely, this is a society and this is that and that and that. But
Mm.
when the trigger comes, response will come out, you can't stop it. That is programming of your subconscious. It's very simple, nothing very difficult. And you have the ability to change it if you want.
So we have to align our conscious mind and the subconscious mind to make it happen.
Absolutely. So, whatever you have stored in your subconscious mind, whenever conscious mind has that thought, it will manifest right away. It will happen right away.
That's what he's been saying for the last 7 days.
Ah, so it's a very easy and simple thing. Manifestation is no magic. It is
But
just a
you said,
coordinated thing within you.
yeah, coordination is fine, I understand. But you said it's already stored inside a subconscious mind.
Hmm.
That negative attitude that we have कि कोई आएगा हमें गाली देगा तो हम उसको और गाली देंगे या मारेंगे. We'll hit that person. So how to change that what is already buried deep inside
First of all,
us?
recognize that it is there.
Okay.
First of all, recognize I have stored stuff. I don't know what it is. I can't read it.
Mm.
So I don't know what it is. But I
Mm.
recognize there is something which is making me do all this activity which I myself don't like.
Correct.
So your dislikes are stored within you. Now
Oh.
recognize that, okay, my dislike is inside me. How do I clean it up? That we are learning in this chapter number 10.
Mm.
Technique to reprogram your mind. So for any learning now, this is only learning now. Any learning, the general rule is step one, I want to change.
Self-acceptance.
If you don't even accept the fact that I need to change or I want to change, there's no point in learning.
Right.
You will never be able to learn because you have shut the door, already closed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
first thing is open the lock. How do you open? I want to learn. I want to change. Accepting this very basic thing will open the door. Now is the opportunity that I
Right.
understand I have these hidden blocks that I need to clean up. I don't know what they are,
Mm.
but I need to clean up. So,
Mm.
we taught in chapter 7 how to bring it out. Make a note, make a list. If you did the practice of chapter 7 sincerely, you should have a list now of what is stored in your subconscious.
Okay.
And that will give you a picture of who you are actually. That is a description of your personality. As a person, that is who you are. And once you know that, then naturally you know what to do about it.
Mm.
If you don't like it. But if you like it, yeah, I'm very good, very nice. These are good things.
I'm,
Just
I'm
continue.
perfect.
Then continue. Yeah. Then
But
you
then we
don't.
also learn to say, I'm perfect in every way. God has made us like this.
Hmm. Yeah, but that perfection I have hidden inside the tijori and locked it and sealed it. I don't want to use
Oh,
that perfection. I have covered it up with all kinds of nonsense that the society has taught me.
so I need to take that perfection out
I have
from
to,
my inside.
naturally, you have a block of stone, the statue is inside. You have to chisel out all the nonsense, all that is not necessary. Then the statue comes out. That
Right.
statue is perfect.
And how would you know? The God qualities will emerge through you at all times.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
The control is still in you. You can keep giving the control away to other people. That's your choice. Okay, come here. Bell mujhe maar. Okay, bell comes and hits you. Good. I am happy. Thank you. Right? You can keep giving the control to other people and they will keep coming and doing the drama for you.
Yes, it
One day,
happens.
one day you will realize, well, okay, enough of this. I've had enough. I am not enjoying it anymore. Let me try something else. And then you will begin to look for other possibilities. And that's it. That is how your life will change. In chapter 6, we have talked about this. That the control is still in your hand only. You give away. You permit others to
Seemingly hurt us.
take your power away. You do the permission. Others don't. Nobody can come and take it from you. This is nature's law. Even God doesn't come and take it from you. You give it away and they take it. Okay, fine. You want me to play drama with you? I will play. That's it. So these sayings are not just for saying, like Bel Mujhe Maar is a true example of life. We are the one who invite. And naturally, we enjoy it. Why we invite? Because we are enjoying. That's the pleasure I want to have in my life. Pleasure doesn't have to be good always. Some people like the pleasure of pain. Many people, I don't know if you know about it, they prick needles in their body because they like pain.
Oh my God.
Yes, this is truth.
Mm.
So know that people get addicted to pain also. You have to recognize what is it that I am addicted to. And am I okay with it? If I am okay, there's no need to change. But if I am not okay, then something needs to be done about it. And then your path will begin to unfold and open for you. But I mean, like I have said the same thing to you for the last 4 months, every time, right? But you have not made any effort on your part, which tells me that you are happy in the state you are, right? That's all my conclusion is. I am only working with the facts,
That
right?
was what I was trying to share. That whenever I start on a right path and try to do things to change myself and my surroundings, and some or the other obstacles come my way, and then I have a tough time dealing with them.
So maybe they are telling you
So,
you are not choosing the right path.
um,
The obstacles always will tell you that maybe you need to reconsider.
yeah, maybe I'm not doing it correctly. So that's
Whatever
what
you are
I'm
considering
trying
to be
to
the right path may not be the right path for you. There is nothing universal about it. For you, in your
do.
specific case, that may not be the right path. And universe is supporting you, helping you by bringing in obstacles.
Oh,
Hmm,
right. Yeah. Thank you so much. I understood.
good. Thank you. Chaliye. Excellent. So we will conclude our week 10 today. And congratulations to all of you who have practiced the week 10. Now you have a tool which you will continue to use in the next 3-4 weeks and beyond. By the time we finish next week number 14, we should be very well versed with using this tool for manifesting things in life, right? So that manifestation formula, creation formula is the tool.
Even after next week, it will come.
It will
Create your
come.
own formula.
Yeah.
Like you have freedom to create for yourself in a given domain. So this week is challenge to accept who you are. Next week, we will do Gyan Yoga. Integrate with all-knowing intelligence.
Yeah. And also next week, there is one more very important tool that we are going to be developing. Very important tool. And that will require a hell of a lot of work from you. So just be prepared. right? So just know that next week we will be developing one more tool which will be a lifelong skill for you, lifelong asset for you. That's what we will learn next week. Okay.
That is
So,
like expansion of our
yeah,
conscious mind.
yes.
No, working through our subconscious, getting another new signal. And for that, continue practicing your heart awareness, your body awareness, and the practices that you are doing. Just generally in and out, walking, talking, sitting, watching TV, casually, anything, anywhere. Just be aware of your body. You will automatically be in present. You will automatically with yourself, and your higher self will speak to you. Some randomly, you will hear some wisdom that is needed for you. So continue that path and the journey, and we still have a lot more to learn and a lot more to become.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, dear masters. See you again on next Thursday for the English session and on Monday for the Hindi session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jayaji. Thank you.